A very good evening to everyone. My name is Khai, and then I'm here to have a group discuss with my panels, which is Siti, Shareena, Fatiha, and Samuel, to about the title of the best way to improve public toilet. So, in my opinions, I think that the best way to improve public toilet is conduct regular supervision. Workers should clean the toilet regularly. For example, the person in charge can prepare a timetable for the workers, like when 11 a.m. they need to clean the toilet or check the toilet, make sure that the toilet is in a good condition. And after half an hour or 2 hours, they need to check back the toilet and make sure that the toilet is still clean and in a good condition, so that the people will feel comfortable when they use the toilet. In addition, when the toilet is full of a lot of people, the worker can stand at any corner of the toilet to monitor the action of the public. Like, make sure that they do not throw the toilet paper on the floor, do not waste the toilet paper, do not dirty the mirror or use the hand dryer properly, and so on. So that is my point.
Yes, I have to agree with you about the supervision. Having supervision on a public toilet is very, very important because, a supervisor, the role of a supervisor is to make sure the workers are working, or maybe to make sure people are doing their job. So, supervising is very, very important. As we can see, like places that has supervision, for example, like hotel, they have good public toilet because the supervisors are making sure that their workers are doing their job. While those places that don't really have the supervisor on them is like usually they are quite dirty and not well maintained. So meaning that good supervision can lead to good maintenance in public toilet. So regarding this topic, my point is to improve the public toilet is by improving the design. So why do I say this? Because as we can see, tourists are coming in and out from our country. So the toilet is one of the most commonly used facilities. Um, when we have very dirty public toilet, this will lower how people see our country. While if we improve it, people from other country will see our country as a good hygiene country. So, how do we improve this design? For example, we can place maybe a notice board with different kind of language so that it is more easier for people from other country to use it. Maybe we can put Chinese language, Indian language, Malaysia language, and English language on it. So other than that, we also can improve the design by maybe installing some technology on it. For example, apply like Japan, like in the country Japan, they place like automatic flushing system, or like automatic washing system to maybe help those lazy people. Okay. Other than that, they also can the design can be improved maybe in terms of the tile, how they make the toilet. So the tile, maybe it can be dark in color so that it doesn't uh, it is not dirty when it is uh, not as dirty when it is white. Also maybe good ventilation system, because maybe because the ventilation system of the public toilet is not well, the smell in the toilet can't really escape from the toilet, which will end up making the toilet smelly. Other than that is maybe the material to use to make the toilet materials, maybe the cubicle. Maybe you can use good ceramic so that it will not break easily. As we can see, many cases these days, people tend to have those toilet that can break easily, which will injure them. which can cause tears on their parts. Other than that, toilet also need to have like good draining system, so that what all those wastage will be um, organized well to the where it should go lah. Yeah. So that's all my point regarding how to improve the public toilet. So anyone to add up on it?
I can say that both of your idea is good, but in my opinion is education is the best way to improve the cleanliness of public toilets. And I think the most suitable person in charge of education is parents. As we all know that parents will always be a role model to their children. Like their children will observe what the way that their parents talk or eat, and how they take care of their hygiene. So um, parents, for example, parents can teach their children where to throw the rubbish, or maybe toilet paper, and teach them to always flush the toilet after we use it. And other than that, teacher also play a role to educate the students. Maybe teacher can organize like a competition uh, to to attract students, so that student will take care of the toilet at school better. I think that's all. Anyone?
Sorry that, but I need to disagree with Fatiha points that education is the best way, because I believe that nowadays still got a small part of public, even though they already know that their action is actually not correct, but they will still repeat their action or mistake within subconscious or deliberately. For example, some naughty kids, when their parent is not around, they will like to flush something down the toilet, and then like flush a lot of toilet paper down the toilet, and then make the toilet to be clogged, because they feel that this kind of action is very fun. And moreover, some teenagers like around 17 years old or 18 years old, they will like to go to the public toilet, like at the park. They will when there is no people around, they will go inside the toilet and then break the mirror and then spray painting on the wall. And because they feel that this kind of action is actually very fun and very interesting, so that I think that whether they already know, but they will feel that this kind of action is interesting, they will still repeat their action because very fun and because they think it's funny.
I think I do agree with Kahui, because even though people got the education and so on, but if they still lack of a sense of belonging, our public toilet still cannot be improved. So in my opinion, I think that imposed compound is the best way to improve our public toilet. For example, we know that Singapore is well known for its cleanliness. It is because their government will ask for someone that doesn't flush the toilet after using it. They will be compound about $150. Not just that, a person also can be sentenced to jail if they fail to pay the fine. The reason they create this such strict measure is to make sure that everyone take the cleanliness seriously, not just their people. Uh, it is also the this also the tourists that come to their country is also have to follow their law if in their country. So that's all for me, I think.
Yes, applying law or applying compound on the this matter is also a good idea, and I have to really agree on it because, well, from small we are trained to do so. When we are in school, we are trained to do so. For example, when we are in school, we we are we have those rules that where we have to clean the toilet every time we use it. So in school last time, if we don't clean the toilet, we will get caned because it is already a rule. So if we bring it to the outside world, to the real world, if there is no rule apply on it, so we don't really care about it. Plus, it's not our item. The public toilet is not our item. It's the government's item. So we don't really care about it so much. So when people apply rule on it, for example, the government apply rule on this matter, we will tend to have those fear on those rules. So we will obey it. For example, maybe not like school, we got canned, but maybe we got fined around like 500 ringgit if we don't maintain the cleanliness of the toilet. So yeah, applying compound on this kind of matter is important and a good idea on how to improve the toilet. Yes.
I also very agree with Siti Shareena point that imposed compound is the best way. I think that maybe my point of conduct regular supervision is not the best way, but not the best way because I still remember that when we are at home, we will definitely score by or punished by our parents when we did not take good care of the toilet. The punishment will like clean the toilet for a week or for a month, and then we will be scared about the punishment because we feel that this kind of punishment is quite heavy for us. So same condition for the public. When they have a rule and then they will have a punishment, there will be more awareness and pay more attention to their action because they will feel that if they do something wrong, and then for the punishment will be an extra burden for them, so that they will be scared about that and then will a bit more care about about take good care of the toilet. They will have the responsible to take care of the toilet.
I do agree with Shareena also because I think I can relate to it. When my mother told me that I can't go out unless I clean my room, unless I clean my toilet. So I think when you got punished, you will somehow like learn to not repeat the same mistake again. So you will practice on your daily life. You will remind for yourself that you have to clean your public toilet or school toilet, so that so I think impose compound is the best way to improve the cleanliness of public toilet also.
So based on our discussion, I believe that all of us has agreed that imposed compound is the best way to improve public toilets. So we have come to the end of the discussion. All of us has agreed with imposed compound is the best way to improve public toilets. So thank you so much for the interesting discussion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.